As the sun rises, the wild world awakens, a place where every living thing is tested. Amidst the tall grass and swirling dust, hunter and hunted compose the symphony of survival. The silence here is never peace. It is merely the calm before a storm of blood. One look, one wrong step, and the line between life and death is instantly erased. Where the only law is strength, patience becomes a deadly weapon. Every battle, every chase, is a testament to a primal instinct that has never faded. And when night falls, only the most resilient will earn the right to see the next dawn. Under the scorching sun of the African plains, the Masai Mara unfolds as a masterpiece of the wild. Golden grasslands stretch to infinity, swaying in the dry winds that carry the breath of red earth and life itself. This is the Masai Mara, the heart of Kenya, where over 579 square miles of savanna blend with winding rivers. Thorny thickets and rolling hills. Each dawn, a fiery red light paints the horizon, awakening the thundering hooves of millions of antelope and zebra in the Great Migration. The roar of a lion echoes through the air, while the graceful silhouette of a cheetah glides through the tall grass, swift as lightning. Over 470 species of birds, from vultures to flamingos, adorn the sky, while herbivores like the Thompson's gazelle and the giant ostrich set the rhythm of life. But the Masai Mara is not just a beautiful picture. It is an arena of survival, where predator and prey face off in a relentless struggle. The lion, lord of the plains, reigns with collective strength, 1.5-inch claws as sharp as daggers, and a roar that carries for 5 miles. Asserting sovereignty over vast territories. Cheetahs, the athletes of speed, sprint at over 68 miles per hour, taking down prey with lethal precision. But often face the risk of losing their prize. Meanwhile, the ostrich, standing up to 8 feet 10 inches tall, runs like the wind at 45 miles per hour, an embodiment of adaptation. The fierce competition between species shapes the Masai Mara. Lions, estimated at 200 to 400, hunt antelope, zebra, and wildebeest, weighing up to 1,764 pounds, but also frequently steal kills from cheetahs. The cheetah, with a hunting success rate of about 50%, is vulnerable after exhausting chases that last only a few seconds, making them a target for lions or hyenas. The ostrich, with its 2-inch wide eyes that can spot danger from nearly 2 miles away, relies on speed and powerful kicks that generate hundreds of pounds of force to escape both lions and cheetahs. The battle for the top predator spot between the lion and the cheetah is not just about speed or strength, but a contest for the prize. The ostrich, though not a predator, plays a crucial role in the balance, consuming up to 10 pounds of grass, seeds, and insects daily. This competition is the heartbeat of the Masai Mara, maintaining ecological balance. Lions control the large herbivore populations, preventing overgrazing. Cheetahs target smaller antelope species, complementing the lion's role. The ostrich, by controlling insects and plants, indirectly supports other herbivores. The remains of a 661-pound zebra feed hyenas, vultures, and jackals, sustaining a complex food web. However, this balance is under threat. Habitat loss, conflict with humans, and climate change are endangering all 3 species. As sunset bathes the Masai Mara in gold, a graceful figure emerges, cutting through the tall grass like an arrow shot from a bow. This is the cheetah, the predator of speed. Weighing only 88 to 132 pounds, the cheetah embodies both fragility and power. Engineered to reach a staggering 60 miles per hour in just 3 seconds, its golden black-spotted coat, a masterpiece of abstract art. Not only camouflages it in the grasslands, but also helps dissipate heat under the scorching African Sunday. Large eyes provide a wide field of vision, spotting prey from miles away. The distinctive black tear marks running from its eyes to its mouth act as natural sun shields. But its unparalleled speed comes at a price. After each fleeting chase, its heart rate can exceed 200 beats per minute and its body temperature soars, forcing the cheetah to rest and recover. Picture this. Under the vast African sky, a female cheetah lies motionless in the grass. Her golden eyes scan the plains. She reigns not by brute force, but as an artist of speed. To understand the cheetah, we must trace its arduous evolutionary path. Belonging to the genus Acinonyx, it is the sole surviving species of its kind, with origins dating back 6 to 10 million years. Its ancestors, like the giant Acinonyx pardinensis, roamed Europe and Asia during the Middle Pleistocene. Fossils tell a story of adaptation. To be the fastest is a lonely pinnacle. The cheetah's bloodline is a thread stretched thin across millennia, nearly severed by ancient cataclysms. It survived, but at a cost. Today, every cheetah is almost a mirror of the other, carrying the ghost of near extinction within its very genes, a fragile masterpiece running on the edge of forever. This makes the modern cheetah susceptible to disease, with a high rate of abnormal sperm and challenges in captive breeding. The cheetah's anatomy is a testament to this evolutionary process. Its body is 3.6 to 4.9 feet long, with a 24 to 31-inch tail. A flexible spine adds up to 31 inches per stride, allowing the cheetah to stretch like a spring, achieving strides of up to 23 feet. A small, lightweight skull with enlarged nasal passages ensures rapid airflow, while an enlarged heart and lungs pump oxygen. In the Masai Mara, where temperatures can exceed 104 degrees Fahrenheit, the black spotted coat, with each spot 1 to 2 inches wide, helps dissipate heat and provides perfect camouflage. Cheetahs are solitary warriors, relying not on the strength of a pride like lions, but on patience, strategy, and explosive speed. In the Masai Mara, they hunt primarily during the day, targeting the early morning or late afternoon to avoid the peak heat and nocturnal predators. Their prey includes Thompson's gazelles, impalas, young wildebeest, or zebra foals. Agile targets that are no match for the cheetah's 60 to 65 mile-per-hour speed. The hunt begins in tense stillness. A cheetah lies hidden in the tall grass, its eyes scanning the plains, calculating the prey's every move. Then, in a fateful moment, it explodes forward with an acceleration of 43 feet per second squared, faster than a racehorse. Each stride covers 13 to 23 feet. With a 50% success rate, higher than many predators. Failures often stem from the prey's sudden turns, which challenge the cheetah's balance. Research in the Masai Mara shows cheetahs target smaller prey to avoid competition with lions, but lose 30% of their kills to theft. Cheetahs are not entirely solitary. Their social structures are complex and emotional. Females live alone or with their cubs, roaming through male territories, while males form coalitions of 2 to 4. Reproduction is a bittersweet chapter in this wildlife documentary. Females become sexually mature after 18 to 23 months, gestate for 3 months, and give birth to 3 to 6 cubs during the rainy season. However, cub mortality is as high as 90 to 95% in the Masai Mara and Serengeti due to predation by lions and hyenas. Wild cheetahs live for 8 to 12 years, with males having a shorter lifespan due to territorial conflicts, while those in captivity can live up to 12 to 15 years. The cheetah's victory is fleeting. In the Masai Mara ecosystem, it faces scavengers. Lions, with their superior strength and numbers, often appear after the hunt. Hyenas and leopards also compete, forcing the cheetah to hunt at dawn or dusk when rivals are less active. These encounters highlight the cheetah's precarious position in the food chain. Though a master of speed, it is often overpowered, forced to hunt all over again. However, its weapon of speed is perfected down to the last detail. In this ballet of life and death, the tail is the cheetah's silent partner. It is not an appendage, but a conductor's baton, orchestrating the subtle shifts in weight and direction. With it, the cheetah doesn't just run. It carves its path through the air, becoming one with the desperate twists and turns of its prey. Beyond its natural rivals, humans pose a serious threat. Habitat loss due to agriculture and highways, and conflict with farmers. Yet, the cheetah's role in the Masai Mara is vital. By preying on Thompson's gazelles and other small herbivores, they control populations, preventing the devastation of grasslands by overgrazing. Cheetahs are indicators of the ecosystem's health. Their presence signals abundant grasslands and diverse prey. If the cheetah is the embodiment of elegance and speed, then the lion, Panthera leo, is the epitome of supreme power, dominating the ecosystem with raw muscle. The solidarity of the pride, and a roar that echoes across the plains. As the first rays of dawn break through the Masai Mara, the lion emerges as a living portrait of majesty. Males weigh from 330 to 550 pounds, and females are lighter, from 265 to 400 pounds, ranking them among the world's largest cats, second only to the tiger. The male's thick mane, up to 16 inches long, is not just a sign of maturity. But a symbol of strength, shielding the neck in territorial battles. One-and-a-half-inch razor-sharp claws cut through flesh like knives. While 3-inch, dagger-sharp canines deliver fatal blows. The lion possesses senses honed over millions of years of evolution. Their night vision, 6 times sharper than a human's, detects prey in near-total darkness. This superior ability comes from a mirror-like layer of tissue behind the retina, called the tapetum lucidum. This layer reflects light back through the receptor cells, giving them a second chance to see in the dark. This is also what causes the brilliant eye shine when a light is shone on them, turning their eyes into the ultimate night hunting tools. But the lion's true power is not measured in claws or teeth, but in its voice. It is the sound of the savannah itself given breath. A roar that is not a call, but a proclamation, rolling across the plains to declare that this is its kingdom. It is the sonic crown of a ruler. Essentially, they can sonically dominate vast territories without expending too much precious energy. Unlike the solitary cheetah, which relies on speed, lions live and hunt in prides of 5 to 15, sometimes up to 30 in rare large groups. The females lead the hunts, coordinating like a disciplined army, while the males protect the territory and the young. To grasp the power of the lion, we must explore its evolutionary journey. The modern lion, of the genus Panthera, appeared about 1.8 to 2 million years ago during the Pleistocene. Its ancestors, like Panthera leofossilis, were larger cats, weighing up to 595 pounds, that roamed Europe and Africa. Over time, lions adapted to life on the plains. Fossils from Tanzania's Olduvai Gorge show that lions have dominated Africa for over 1 million years with a body very similar to today's. The lion's physique is a masterpiece of strength and endurance. Unlike the cheetah, its larger clavicle, tightly connected to the pectoral muscles, allows for powerful swats. A broad skull with jaw muscles generates a bite force of up to 1,000 pounds, crushing buffalo bones. The lion's tongue, covered in sharp papillae, strips meat from the bone. The male's mane not only protects, but also signals vitality to females. And intimidation to rivals, absorbing bites in territorial fights to minimize injury. As the sun hangs high over the Masai Mara, the grasslands become a stage for the lion's spectacular hunts. Unlike the cheetah that targets smaller prey with speed, lions pursue larger, more formidable quarry. A lion hunt is a deadly dance of precision and coordination. Under the cover of tall grass, the pride moves in silence, splitting into small groups to encircle their prey. At a distance of 100 to 200 feet, they charge, cutting off escape routes. Some leap onto the prey's back, claws digging deep, while others aim for the throat or muzzle, clamping down on the windpipe to suffocate it. With buffalo, the battles can last for hours as the prey fights back. But the pride's persistence and teamwork usually prevail. Group hunts yield a 30% success rate. Imagine this. A zebra, its coat shimmering in the sun, grazes unaware of the impending death. Suddenly, 3 lionesses burst from the grass. The zebra bolts, but the pride has calculated every path. Lions hunt not only at night but also at dawn or dusk, using the low light for camouflage. In the dry season, when water collects in rivers like the Mara, lions ambush near the waterholes. Sometimes a male roars from a distance to panic the prey into the pride's trap. This coordination, combined with raw power, makes the lion an unstoppable hunting machine. Lions are the most social of all cats, with complex and emotional pride structures. A pride typically consists of related females, dominant males, and their young. Their bond is also shown through grooming, aided by a special tool, a barbed tongue. A lion's tongue is covered with small, hard spines called papillae, which act like a comb. It not only helps them strip meat from bones, but is also the perfect tool for cleaning their coats and strengthening social bonds within the pride. Battles for control of a pride are bloody, with new males sometimes killing the cubs of their rivals to propagate their own genes. Though brutal, this ensures the survival of the pride. Females gestate for about 110 days, giving birth to 2 to 4 cubs, weighing 2 to 4 pounds. The pride protects the young, with females sharing nursing duties and hunting lessons. In the Masai Mara, prides like the Marsh Pride or the Notch dynasty are legendary, documented in films with territories spanning tens of square miles. In the Masai Mara ecosystem, lions are not just predators but supreme rulers, shaping the destiny of every species. With muscle, numbers, and seamless coordination, they stand at the top of the food chain. Besides hunting for their pride, they excel at stealing kills, especially from cheetahs and hyenas. After a cheetah's exhausting hunt, a lion may appear, silent but menacing. Lions also hunt ostriches, though they are difficult prey. With speeds of up to 44 miles per hour and kicks strong enough to kill a lion, the ostrich poses a challenge. The ecological role of the lion extends beyond predation. By controlling herbivores like zebra, wildebeest, and buffalo, they prevent overgrazing that could devastate the grasslands. The leftovers from their hunts feed hyenas, vultures, and jackals, sustaining the ecosystem's cycle. Among the prey of cheetahs and lions, the ostrich, Struthiocamelus, stands out as a formidable opponent, combining speed, defensive power, and heightened vigilance that keep both predators at bay. Standing up to 8 feet, 10 inches tall and weighing from 220 to 350 pounds, the ostrich is the world's largest flightless bird, scattered across the Masai Mara grasslands. But its true survival weapons are speed and strength. The ostrich can reach a staggering 44 miles per hour, nearly matching a cheetah in short sprints, with strides up to 16 feet long. Unlike smaller prey like the Thompson's gazelle, the ostrich has a formidable defense through its muscular legs, capable of delivering kicks strong enough to kill a lion or break a cheetah's bones. Their 2-inch diameter eyes provide 360-degree vision, detecting predators from over 2 miles away. A keen sense of smell and hearing further aids their quick response. Living in small groups of 5 to 20, sometimes up to 50 during migration, ostriches form an effective warning network. Ostrich eggs, weighing up to 3.1 pounds, are an attractive target for predators. But the mothers fiercely protect their nests. For the cheetah, the ostrich is a challenging but tempting prey, especially the young or isolated individuals. With its superior speed, the cheetah has the advantage in a chase, particularly on flat terrain. Their strategy involves stalking from about 300 to 650 feet, using the tall grass for cover, then bursting out when the ostrich is off guard. However, the ostrich's speed and agility make long chases difficult, especially as the cheetah tires after 20 to 30 seconds. The lion, with its collective strength, approaches the ostrich differently. Though not a primary target like zebra or buffalo, the ostrich is a valuable prey in times of scarcity. Lion prides use encirclement tactics, with some members creating a diversion to sow panic, while others attack from the rear or the flanks. Hunting an ostrich is no easy feat. Their kicks, generating up to 2,000 pounds of force, can be lethal, and their speed makes them hard to catch on open terrain. Lions succeed in only 15 to 20% of their ostrich hunts. They target the young or the stragglers, which are easier to subdue. The ostrich is more than just prey. It plays a vital role in the Masai Mara ecosystem. As an omnivore, it consumes grass, seeds, insects, and even small lizards, controlling vegetation and insect populations. Its nutrient-rich droppings fertilize the soil, supporting the growth of grasslands. Its eggs and young feed hyenas, jackals, and vultures, maintaining a complex food web. Both cheetahs and lions are crucial to the Masai Mara ecosystem, but their impacts differ. The cheetah, by targeting smaller prey, controls herbivore numbers, preventing the devastation of grasslands. However, its solitary nature and frequent loss of kills limit its influence, especially in areas with many lions. The lion is an ecosystem architect by hunting large herbivores. It regulates populations, maintaining the balance of the grasslands. With a global population of about 7,100, the cheetah is listed as vulnerable by the IUCN. Facing habitat loss, human conflict, and intense competition from lions. "90% of cheetah cubs in the Masai Mara die, often killed by lions. The lion, with 20,000 to 25,000 individuals remaining, also faces habitat loss and human conflict, but is better equipped to withstand threats due to its social structure. In the survival story of the Masai Mara, both the cheetah and the lion are masterpieces of nature, each with a unique hunting style. But overall, the lion emerges as the apex predator. Its collective strength, ability to tackle large prey, and dominance in the food chain shape the Masai Mara ecosystem. At dusk, when a lion's roar drowns out all else, it affirms that in the wild, power and unity will triumph over speed. The Masai Mara, spanning 1.5 million acres, was once an endless kingdom where wildlife reigned supreme. However, since 1980, 15% of this land, equivalent to 225,000 acres, has been lost to agricultural expansion. Native forests like Nyakweri, once a sanctuary for elephants, rhinos and rare birds, are disappearing at an alarming rate. Over 50% of Nyakweri's 123,500 acres has been cleared in the last 2 decades, mainly for charcoal production and farmland. Wildfires are another devastating threat. In 2024, wildfires surged by 80%, fueled by rising temperatures due to climate change and prolonged dry seasons. Extinction looms over the Masai Mara. The black rhino, once common, now exists in very small numbers in the reserve, one of the most heavily protected species here. The lion, the lord of the plains, is also in peril, with its global population declining by 40% in the last 20 years to about 20,000. Climate change exacerbates these challenges as reduced rainfall and rising temperatures alter migration patterns. Making food and water scarce. Human-wildlife conflict is becoming more severe. As grasslands shrink, elephants and lions encroach on farms, destroying crops or killing livestock. Amidst these challenges, extraordinary efforts are underway to protect the Masai Mara's natural heritage. The Masai Mara National Reserve has pioneered modern technology to combat deforestation and poaching. Since 2020, drone surveillance has reduced forest loss by 50%. Protecting tens of thousands of acres from being converted to farmland. International organizations like the World Wildlife Fund, WWF, and the Mara Elephant Project play a key role. Using GPS technology, conservationists have fitted tracking collars on hundreds of elephants and rhinos. The Maasai people, the soul of the Masai Mara, are at the heart of conservation. Leaving behind traditional cattle herding, many communities have turned to ecotourism, providing a sustainable income without harming nature. A prime example is the Lion Guardians program, where young Maasai warriors who once saw lion hunting as a rite of passage, now use their traditional tracking skills to protect them. They monitor the lions, warn communities, and prevent conflicts. Turning ancient adversaries into the most dedicated protectors of the savannah's throne. Community-managed conservancies like the Mara North Conservancy pay Maasai landowners to preserve their land for wildlife. A land that stretches to the horizon, where every blade of grass sways under the hooves of migrating antelope. And the claws of predators hidden in the shadows. If the Masai Mara disappears, it will not just be the silence of the grasslands, but the collapse of a food chain preserved over millions of years of evolution. You can help keep this savanna alive with the roar of the lion. The gallop of the zebra, and the thunder of the rains that nourish all life.
Oh, there's many. So that one. Oh, hippo.
On the African plains, the sun burns fiercely. The hot wind whips up clouds of blinding dust, blanketing the landscape. Every creature here exists in a delicate balance. A single mistake can end their existence. Even the smallest decision can determine survival. On the vast grassland, a buffalo lowers its head to graze. Its massive body and sharp horns are a defense, but its focus on feeding creates a vulnerability. Just yards away, the dry grass conceals still, golden eyes. A pride of lions has been watching the buffalo for hours. They await the precise moment to strike. On these plains, success depends not on sudden force, but on patience and precision. The confrontation allows for no error. Across the savannah, the lion reigns as the apex predator. Its muscular power is combined with finely coordinated group tactics. This combination provides a powerful advantage in the cycle of predator and prey. The grasslands are not just a habitat, but a battlefield, where every movement can decide life or death. Every hunt begins in silence. The pride moves slowly, observing the slightest movement of an antelope or a buffalo. When a weak or isolated target is identified, the strategy begins. The lionesses lead the approach, fanning out to cut off escape routes. When the trap is sprung, violence erupts. The prey fights with desperate strength. The male lions join the assault. using their power to bring down the large animal. But the male's role is more than just brute force. His role is not that of the swift blade, but of the terrifying spectacle. The dark mane is a banner of war, designed to draw the eye, to sow chaos, to shatter the wall of horns with fear alone. For this reason, old, young, or injured prey are preferentially chosen. These targets minimize risk and conserve energy for the pride. Even when the prize is secured, the meal is never peaceful. The carcass of a zebra or buffalo quickly attracts hyenas, vultures, and other scavengers. By controlling the numbers of herbivores, they prevent buffalo and zebra from devastating the grasslands. This regulation allows the vegetation to recover. The lion shapes the rhythm of the plains. Every stalk, every ambush, and every struggle for food leaves its mark. On the arid, sun-scorched land, the lion is the central link in the chain of survival. The buffalo exist as a unified force. They move in herds, never alone. The young and the weaker individuals always remain in the center. The strong males form the outer ring, ready to confront a predator. This coordination is guided by instinct and experience. The females often lead the way, relying on their memory of past grazing areas and water sources. The adult males protect the group. This structure is flexible yet stable, allowing the herd to survive in harsh environments. The buffalo also connects with other species. Oxpeckers perch on their backs, feeding on parasites. These birds also cry out in alarm at the first sign of danger. When a predator attacks, the herd's reaction is immediate. The group forms a tight circle with their horns pointing outward. This living wall is very difficult to penetrate. Lions or hyenas succeed only if they can break the formation or isolate an individual. Buffalo shape the ecosystem in many ways. They keep the grasslands trimmed, provide food for large predators, and create habitats for symbiotic species. Their presence maintains a balance across the plains, where life and death are intimately linked. The African elephant is the largest land animal. They are natural engineers that shape the landscape. Every footstep leaves a mark. Trees are toppled. Paths are opened through the thick bush. Elephant herds are organized in a tight-knit family structure. The adult females lead the group, relying on their knowledge of water sources and safe routes accumulated over many migrations. Another distinctive feature of the elephant is its ability to communicate. They speak in a language deeper than sound, a conversation carried not on the wind, but through the very bones of the continent itself. It is a rumble of secrets, of distant herds, of the promise of rain carried in the tremors of a far-off storm. They listen to the future, written in the pulse of the earth. At the waterholes, elephants dominate due to their size and strength. Their long tusks are both tools for digging and weapons for defense. However, this dominance is not absolute. Buffalo and hippos sometimes challenge the elephants, forcing them to be cautious before entering contested areas. Elephants leave a powerful ecological impact. As they break branches to feed, they open up space for undergrowth. When they dig for water in the dry season, they create water sources for many other species. On the open savanna, the giraffe stands out due to its exceptional height. This height allows it to access the tree canopy that most other herbivores cannot reach. This advantage helps them spot predators much earlier than other species. However, this benefit comes with a clear vulnerability. When drinking, a giraffe must spread its front legs and lower its body. In this unbalanced position, it becomes an easy target for lions or crocodiles. To compensate, the giraffe relies on speed. Its long legs provide both a long stride and a quick acceleration. When forced into close contact, a kick from a hind leg can inflict serious injury on a predator. In the ecosystem, giraffes form symbiotic relationships. Oxpeckers perch on their bodies, feeding on parasites. These birds also cry out in alarm when a threat approaches. Height gives the giraffe both advantages and risks. They shape the vegetation and play a crucial role in the food web. This role makes the giraffe a key factor in maintaining the balance on the savanna. On the African plains, zebras appear as moving stripes of black and white. They move in large herds, protected by their numbers. The most distinctive feature of the zebra is its striped coat. When standing alone, an individual is easily spotted. But in a moving herd, the stripes blend together and make it difficult for a predator to target a single animal. The zebra is also a resilient grazer. Its digestive system allows it to eat both coarse, dry grass and tender, nutrient-rich shoots. This reduces competition with antelope or buffalo. On this great pilgrimage, the zebra is the pathfinder. They are the first to taste the hardships of the journey, consuming the tough, sun-scorched outer layers of the plains. In their wake, they leave not destruction, but an invitation. A table set for the millions that follow, an ancient, unspoken pact between two species bound to the same journey. When danger appears, the herd's reaction is immediate. Loud calls carry a warning signal that spreads through the group. The entire herd rushes forward in a powerful wave of muscle. The role of the zebra is not limited to a single herbivore. They convert grass into energy for the food chain. When they die, their bodies nourish vultures, hyenas, and other scavengers. In the skies of the savannah, vultures often appear as dark specks circling while searching for carcasses. When food is found, the entire flock descends almost at once, turning the empty ground into a feeding site governed by its own order. The physical characteristics of the vulture are well suited to this role. Their long, nearly featherless necks allow them to reach deep inside a carcass without risk of infection. Their strong, hooked beaks are sharp enough to tear meat even from decaying remains. In this way, they consume food that most other animals leave behind and reduce the spread of disease. Vultures face many challenges. As herbivore populations decline, the number of available carcasses also decreases. They must fly farther to find food, which consumes significant energy. The African leopard is the only predator on the savanna that hunts entirely alone. It does not rely on a pack or sheer strength. Instead, it uses speed, agility, and focus to catch its prey. The leopard can live in many environments, from humid forests to dry grasslands. Tall grass provides cover and allows it to approach a target without being seen. During the hunt, the leopard spends much of its time observing. It measures the distance and chooses the exact moment to strike. A burst of speed combined with a precise leap closes the distance in seconds. After killing its prey, a leopard may drag the carcass up a tree. This action protects the food from hyenas and lions. The leopard achieves a higher hunting success rate than many larger predators. It attacks or retreats based on the opportune moment. Living alone reduces competition within a group, but requires an individual to perform all tasks, from hunting to protecting food. The leopard plays a clear ecological role. It regulates the populations of small and medium-sized animals. Its leftovers provide food for vultures, hyenas, and other scavengers. On the vast plains of Africa, the wildebeest is a constant symbol of mobile life. Hundreds, even thousands, connect into a single herd. Their numbers form a natural shield. When danger appears, a warning signal spreads instantly, and the whole herd moves as one, making it difficult for a predator to isolate a single target. However, this advantage also comes with risks. A wrong reaction can create chaos. Stampedes can leave weaker individuals behind. The wildebeest plays a crucial ecological role. Every blade of grass they eat opens up space for new shoots. Their dung enriches the soil as they move. The highlight of their life cycle is the seasonal migration. When crossing rivers, they face crocodiles. When marching across arid lands, they search for green grass. Individually, a wildebeest has no claws, sharp teeth, or extreme speed. But when united in a herd, they form a powerful force that is hard to break. Beneath the surface of Africa's rivers, the hippopotamus forms a silent but irreplaceable force. They live in groups in river channels and lakes. Spending most of their time submerged to stay cool and protect their skin, they remain in the water by day and move onto land at night to graze. The greatest ecological role of the hippo comes from its daily habits. Their waste directly fertilizes algae and microorganisms, forming the base of the aquatic food chain. When they submerge or wag their tails, they stir up bottom sediments and release nutrients that support fish and other aquatic organisms. In the salt lakes and wetlands of Africa, flamingos gather in large flocks, covering the pale water with a vibrant pink. Thousands move in synchronized patterns, dipping their beaks in a steady rhythm. Large numbers allow for efficient feeding and increased safety in harsh environments. Their curved beaks with filtering structures separate algae, plankton, and small shrimp from the mud. These salt lakes, seemingly harsh, become a rich source of food. When the lakes dry up or become polluted, the flamingos migrate immediately, flying hundreds of miles to new wetlands. Their endurance in flight creates a major ecological impact across regions. The dependence on the lakes also creates a vulnerability. Young or weak individuals often fall prey to fish, eagles, wild dogs, or hyenas. Flamingos contribute clearly to the ecosystems. They control algae levels and help balance the water systems. Their carcasses add nutrients to the shoreline soil. Across the lakes, swamps, and estuaries of Africa, the pelican stands out with its large body, long wings, and a bill equipped with a gular pouch. The main strength of the pelican is collective hunting. When working together, the flock forms a semicircle, herding schools of fish into shallow water. Then, they simultaneously scoop up their prey with their gular pouches. The pelican's gular pouch is more than just a fishing net. To combat the furnace of the African sun, the pelican carries its own private wind. This pouch, a sail of skin, is fluttered to create a cooling breeze against the blood vessels within. It is a built-in bellows, a silent, personal answer to the oppressive heat. The dependence on fish also creates limitations. When food sources decline due to drought or overfishing, the flocks struggle. Their large size makes for a slow takeoff, increasing the risk of attack from hyenas or wild dogs along the shore. In the ecosystems, pelicans regulate fish populations and prevent uncontrolled growth. They also provide food for scavengers like vultures and crocodiles. Along the rivers and lakes of Africa, the fish eagle controls the aquatic populations. They use their sharp vision to scan the water's surface and detect the slightest movements from fish or other animals. Each dive is short and precise. Their talons grip the prey, and they quickly return to a branch or rock to eat. This hunting method uses little energy but yields high efficiency. Though it is the king of the sky, the fish eagle has a formidable competitor, the Goliath heron, the world's largest heron. The Goliath heron often stalks prey in shallow water, and if the fish eagle catches a fish too large to lift immediately. The heron will not hesitate to rush in and steal the meal. The confrontation between these two giants, one from the sky and one from the water, is one of the most tense dramas of Africa's waterways. They combine constant observation with quick reflexes. The fish eagle adjusts its speed and angle of descent depending on the water's depth and current. This adaptation allows them to thrive in rivers, large lakes, and swamps. Their mobility ensures a steady food supply. However, the hunt is not always successful. Strong winds, large waves, or oversized prey reduce the success rate. In the food chain, the fish eagle is a keystone species. It regulates fish populations, creates opportunities for aquatic scavengers, and preserves the ecosystem's balance. As the sun sets on the savanna, the buffalo herds move as one, demonstrating the power of unity. Their horns and heavy bodies provide a defense, but it is the herd that is their strongest shield. In Africa, isolation means risk. Buffalo rely on the herd for protection. Lions depend on teamwork to bring down large prey. Elephants live in families to protect their young. The lesson of the savannah is both harsh and clear. Individual strength alone is not enough. Every species survives through its connections, both within its group and across the entire ecosystem. In the endless cycle of life in Africa, one principle remains unchanged. To survive, species must connect with one another. The hippopotamus does not drift with the current like a crocodile, nor does it slink through the mud like an otter. It walks with a steady tread each night from its deep water refuge to the banks to feed. And it is this unchanging habit, repeated over many years, that has created what are now known as hippo highways. What were initially simple pathways have, over time, evolved into a complex network of channels connecting shallow pools and remote marshes with the delta's central flow. The hippo's role does not stop at moving water. Each night, a hippo can consume 66 to 88 pounds of grass. After feeding, it returns to the water to cool its body and escape the harsh sun day. And then, in that water, it releases a large amount of waste, a natural fertilizer rich in nitrogen and phosphorus, which promotes the growth of algae and plankton. When the dry season sweeps through the Okavango Delta, the once vast wetlands shrink to a few shallow waterholes. Wherever water remains, it becomes a battlefield. From a distance, a group of lions approaches. The heat is intense. Their throats are parched, but to take a sip of water, they must confront the true ruler of these waters. The hippo opens its enormous mouth like a stone gate, revealing dagger-sharp canines. It is not an invitation, it is a challenge. Under the harsh sun of the Masai Mara, the ground trembles in waves as the wildebeest herds pour across the savanna like a living tide. But within that chaos, another chase begins. The cheetah does not hide in the shadows. It stands in broad daylight, its body taut like a drawn bow. Its eyes are locked on an unwary target at the edge of the herd, a Thompson's gazelle. A lightning-fast burst tears through the air. In less than 20 seconds, the cheetah reaches 75 miles per hour, the fastest speed ever recorded on land. But the gazelle does not give up easily. It reacts instantly, swerving in an instinctive zigzag pattern. Those slender legs are not just for running. They are made to fight for life. With its slender build and poor defensive capabilities, the cheetah avoids hunting at night when larger predators like lions and hyenas dominate. Instead, it hunts in the early morning or late afternoon. While the females live alone, raising their cubs and often moving to protect them, the males tend to form tight-knit groups called coalitions, often composed of brothers. However, the cheetah lives on the edge of the food chain. Despite being a master of speed, it often loses its hard-earned prey to lions, hyenas, and even leopards. After each energy-draining chase, a cheetah must rest to recover, and that is when stronger rivals often appear. The cheetah's kill-loss rate in the Masai Mara is as high as 50%. Under the scorching heat, silence is not peace, but a threat. In the sparse bushes, 3 pairs of young eyes look up, waiting. Hunger has gnawed away their innocence, and each weak breath is a silent question to their mother. In the amber eyes of the mother lion, there is no pride of a king. Only the weariness of a hunter who has failed for days, and the burden of her small lives on the brink of death. The maternal instinct burns hotter than the scorching sun, turning fear into ultimate courage. In the distance, a solitary figure appears, the only source of life. This is no longer a hunt. This is a battle for the future. A battle where the loser will not see tomorrow. Around them, only the breath of the victor remains. Today's meal is not a trophy, it is life. Survival comes not just from tooth and claw, but from the invisible laws that shape the lion prides of Zakuma. In a night that swallows the stars, every breath is a gamble. There are no roars of defiance, only the frantic drumming of a heart in the prey's chest and the deadly stillness of a hidden predator. This is not merely a meal, it is nature's death sentence, where a moment of weakness, a single small mistake, is enough to end a life. Under the Zakuma sky, the battle for survival has no spectators, no rules, only one law. The weak are culled. And every dawn that breaks is a bloody victory, a cold reminder of the brutality and glory of life. Under the scorching skies of Central Africa, Zakuma once echoed with the desperate cries of the African bush elephants. According to the European External Action Service, between 2002 and 2010, over 4,000 individuals vanished without a sound. At one point, nearly 100 never returned each week. The population was shattered, many herds completely dispersed. Step by step, greed and helplessness had turned Zakuma into a desolate graveyard. It wasn't until 2010, when African parks stepped in, that a new hope began to sprout from the ashes. For the first time, satellite devices tracked the heavy footsteps of these giants. Local communities became the guardians, protecting the wildlife and the land of their ancestors. Now, Zakuma once again thrives as a biological battlefield, where predator and prey struggle for survival in its most primal rhythm. In the shade of the acacia trees, the lion waits patiently, its eyes glowing like embers. Not far away, a herd of taupe antelopes watches intently for strange movements in the wind. Across the murky water, a Nile crocodile surfaces in silence, while a hippopotamus stirs. A silent, wordless contest begins. Life here may not roar, but it beats fiercely, silently, and with a relentless intensity. Zakuma National Park was officially established in 1963 by a presidential decree of the Republic of Chad. Zakuma became the country's first national park and one of the oldest protected areas in the Central African region. Its establishment marked a shift from a loosely managed territory to a strictly protected area. This was a pivotal moment in the history of wildlife conservation in Chad, laying the foundation for future ecological restoration strategies. By 2024, the officially recognized area of Zakuma was 1,175 square miles. Located in the southeast of the Republic of Chad, Zakuma National Park spans the provinces of Guera and Salamat. The park is situated in the Sudano-Sahelian Ecological Transition Zone, a meeting point between the edge of the Sahara Desert and the tropical forests of Central Africa. Thanks to its geographical location, the area mainly consists of low-lying plains with an elevation ranging from 656 to 1,640 feet above sea level. The geology is primarily composed of ancient alluvial and desert sand deposits, which has allowed for the development of a network of rivers. This is essential for maintaining both the hydrological balance and ecological health. Reintroduction of the black rhino in 2018. The bird life is even more diverse. with 530 species recorded. Consequently, the park has become one of Africa's premier birdwatching destinations, especially during the flood season. In terms of plant life, Zakuma has recorded over 500 species of vascular plants, with the main ecological structure being the shrub savanna. Each plant community is distributed based on soil moisture, from the seasonally flooded grasslands to the dry savannas. The climate of Zakuma is characterized as semi-arid with two distinct seasons. The rainy season lasts from May to September, while the dry season extends from October to April of the following year. This seasonal climate pattern dictates the life cycles of the plant communities and strongly influences the migratory, reproductive, and foraging behaviors of the wildlife in the region. The dry season in Zakuma brings the most extreme climatic conditions, with daytime temperatures often soaring above 95 degrees Fahrenheit and humidity dropping to very low levels. Rainfall is almost non-existent, causing the seasonal rivers and wetlands to dry up, leaving behind cracked mudflats and ash-colored withered grasslands. The Sahelian acacia savanna, located in the northern part of Zakuma, is the most arid ecoregion in the entire park. The terrain here is flat, with fast-draining sandy clay soil, causing surface moisture to disappear just a few weeks after the rainy season ends. The absence of water and natural shade means that the ground temperature in this area often exceeds 113 degrees Fahrenheit at midday. However, the plant life in this region has evolved to withstand these extremely arid conditions through adaptations such as small leaves, deep root systems, and a thick outer bark. And the animals here are anything but fragile. Amidst the dusty veil that covers the savanna, the African civet silently roams the night, playing an essential role. With its highly developed scent glands, it leaves distinct chemical trails on tree trunks, rocks, and familiar paths. This scent-marking behavior is crucial for establishing territory and helps to prevent conflict, especially when food becomes limited. Their diet is both flexible and essential. From insects and fallen fruits to carrion, they contribute to the decomposition process. Also a small and agile creature, the caracal has adapted remarkably to the harsh, arid conditions of Zakuma. With its prominent long ears tipped with sharp black tufts like arrows, this wild cat is known for its ability to leap vertically up to 10 feet. An impressive skill that allows it to catch birds in mid-air. Thanks to its compact body and a sandy-colored coat that blends perfectly with the environment, the caracal moves with ease through the low thorn bushes. The Kordofan giraffe, the tallest of animals, faces no small challenge in surviving the dry season. Classified as a critically endangered subspecies, the Kordofan giraffe now numbers fewer than 2,000 individuals in the wild. More than half of them live in the core of Zakuma. Compared to other giraffe subspecies like the Maasai or the South African giraffe, the Kordofan is significantly smaller. Its average height ranges from 14.8 to 18 feet. Its coat is a pale cream color with small, sparse spots. Its mouth, equipped with flexible lips and a tongue nearly 18 inches long. This is a significant biological advantage, reducing direct competition with other herbivores. Among the hoofed mammals, the giraffe endures some of the highest joint and spinal pressures due to its size and long neck. This makes them particularly vulnerable to sudden changes in terrain, such as cracked dry ground or shifting sand slopes. GPS tracking reports from early 2025 show that the movement of the Kordofan giraffe has increased by nearly 30% during the dry season. This increase in movement under the intense heat depletes their energy and puts additional pressure on their joints. Furthermore, with a long neck and a cardiovascular system that operates at a blood pressure nearly double that of a human, bending down to drink from low water holes during the dry season comes with serious risks. However, the Kordofan giraffe has adapted. They shorten their bending time, remain vigilant in small groups, and primarily move in the early morning hours. More worrying, however, is their slow reproductive cycle and low birth rate. Each female gives birth to only one calf after a gestation period of up to 15 months. Also in the arid Sahelian acacia savanna, where the Kordofan giraffe reigns in the treetops, the warthog stands out near the ground. Unlike many animals in Zakuma that tend to hide from the daytime heat, the warthog remains active during the peak hours. According to movement tracking data, the warthog spends 60 to 70% of its day foraging, with peak activity in the early morning and late afternoon. Notably, the pregnant or lactating females tend to extend their foraging time more than the males to meet their higher energy demands. Equipped with a pair of scimitar-shaped tusks and a low-slung body, they can dig deep burrows for their nightly refuge. Their tusks are also defensive tools. In the dry season, when fresh grass is scarce, the warthog feeds on its knees, a behavior that helps to conserve energy. They can also eat carrion and sometimes hunt insects or small animals when their main food sources are limited. Although not particularly large, the warthog is by no means helpless when facing its well-known predators. The adult individuals can charge with their tusks and use a sudden burst of speed of up to 28 miles per hour. The female warthogs protecting their young have even been known to approach and challenge medium-sized predators like the jackal. However, their presence on the fringes of the Sahelian acacia savanna can sometimes cause ecological concerns. During prolonged droughts, some warthogs may wander into the buffer zones, raiding the fields of rice, peanuts, or cassava. These raids have led to the warthog being considered an agricultural pest in some of the communities bordering the forest. In addition, the warthog is considered a natural host of the tsetse fly, an insect capable of transmitting African sleeping sickness. They are also potential carriers of the African swine fever virus, which they can carry without obvious symptoms. Managing the warthog population is a complex challenge in the buffer zones, where the boundary between the wilderness and human habitation remains fragile. The arid Sahelian acacia savanna of Zakuma is not an easy place to live. But the lion remains, not because it is the best place, but because it is the most suitable for their hunting strategy and survival needs. The lions in Zakuma are smaller than those in eastern and southern Africa. The males weigh on average from 265 to 330 pounds. With a minimal mane and a lean body, they move with more agility and expend less energy, an essential advantage in this arid savanna. They hunt mainly at night and at dawn when the prey begins to emerge from their shelters and the sunlight is still gentle. The most effective hunting window, according to data from GPS collars collected by African parks in early 2025, is from 4 a.m. to 6 a.m. The remaining depressions around the Tama River become mandatory gathering points for herbivores like the topi, the roan antelope, and the warthog, and thus they become the main ambush areas. The lion is not a long-distance chaser in the open terrain, and the low, sparse bushes like the Senegal acacia, they rely on ambush tactics. This strategy helps to conserve energy, reduces the risk of failure, and is well suited to the landscape. In Zakuma, the lion prides are usually small, from 3 to 6 individuals. This is due to the low density of prey, the harsh environmental pressure, and the need to move over a wide range. The smaller groups move faster, require less food sharing, and are better able to control the vast territories. In the pride, the lionesses lead the hunt. They coordinate in small groups, usually sisters or mothers and daughters, to execute precise attacks. However, while the lionesses hunt, the males eat first, even if they did not participate. This rule maintains order and security in the pride. The adult males protect the pride from rival males and competing predators. In return, they get first access to the food. When prey is scarce, the females often carry a portion of the carcass away to feed their cubs separately, reducing conflict and improving their chances of survival. However, the tight social structure of the lion is also fragile. The population numbers in the entire region are still low, and many prides show signs of inbreeding. The West African lion group of Zakuma shares a lineage with those in the W. Ali Penjari complex and also mixes with populations from Central and North Central Africa. A 2024 genetic analysis confirmed that the lions of Zakuma carry an intermediate genome. This indicates the crucial role of Zakuma in connecting the last remaining genetic corridors of the Panthera leo subspecies. With fewer than 1,000 adult individuals of this subspecies left in the wild, Zakuma National Park plays a vital role. The lion also helps to maintain the ecological balance. Where there are lions, the herbivore herds move more cautiously and avoid overgrazing in specific areas. Zakuma is gradually recovering with purpose and action. In February 2025, Zakuma partnered with the Lion Recovery Fund to launch a comprehensive lion monitoring protocol. It combines camera traps, GPS tracking, genetic sampling, and analysis of social structure. The goal of this initiative is to determine the exact population numbers, track age, sex, and social relationships within the prides. At the same time, at the foot of the savanna, the Abyssinian ground hornbill quietly assumes its own role in the biological regulation of the ecosystem. Up to 3.6 feet tall, with a jet black plumage and a prominent red facial skin, it strides across the dry grasslands in search of insects, reptiles, and even young rodents. On top of its bill is a glossy black casque, a hollow structure that helps to amplify its deep, resonant call. Data from Zakuma in 2025 shows that these birds form lifelong pairs and control feeding territories of up to 1 square mile. In the dry season, when the ground cover is sparse and the ground cracks under the heat, their hunting efficiency improves. The Abyssinian ground hornbill lives mainly on the ground, making them a special site in the savanna ecosystem. In the dry season, the reduced vegetation cover significantly enhances their visibility and foraging range. As the ground hornbill's steps glide over the sun-scorched grass in search of insects, silent circles begin to form above. They are not a sign of life, but of an end. A life has ended, and another crucial link in the ecosystem is stepping in to perform its final duty. The African white-backed vulture. The most common vulture species in the sub-Saharan region, the African white-backed vulture makes up nearly 50% of the total vulture population in Chad. With a wingspan of up to 7.5 feet and extremely sharp vision, it can spot a carcass from a distance of 2.5 to 3 miles. When an individual spots a target, it begins to circle silently above, a clear visual signal that attracts others to the scene within minutes. While the African white-backed vulture silently cleans up the remains of life, the martial eagle is often the one to initiate the cycle. As one of the most powerful birds of prey in Africa, it does not rely on flocks or the smell of rot. Instead, it hunts with unwavering and unhesitating precision. With a wingspan of over 8.5 feet and a weight of up to 13 pounds, its talons can grip prey twice its own weight. Its vision is estimated to be 3.6 times sharper than a human's, sharp enough to detect the slightest movement within a range of over 3 miles. In the dry season, when the grass is sparse and the ground is cracked, the martial eagle has a clear vantage point from the remaining tall Senegal acacia trees. They hunt alone, targeting prey weighing from 1 to 11 pounds. A single dive can reach a speed of up to 150 miles per hour. There is no chase, only perfect timing and a decisive attack. In addition, unlike many large eagles known for their noisy breeding calls, like the crested eagle, the martial eagle is almost silent. This silence makes it harder to detect and study in the wild, but it also reflects its solitary lifestyle and a strategy based on stealth. If the Sahelian savanna forms the arid buffer zone to the north, moving deeper into the heart of Zakuma, the landscape begins to change. This area belongs to the East Sudanian savanna, where the vegetation thickens with tall grasses interspersed with shrubs and scattered patches of open woodland. Although still classified as semi-arid, the dry season in the East Sudanian savanna is less severe than in the north. The humidity is higher and the daytime temperature hovers around 97 to 100 degrees Fahrenheit.